Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-Pack Screen Protector plus 3-Pack Camera Lens Protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Electric vehicles are on the move across Europe, and it's clear that momentum is building, despite some headwinds. Let's take a closer look at how Germany, Sweden, and the UK are navigating their transitions to electric mobility. In Germany, we're seeing a major increase in battery electric vehicle registrations, up 53.5% year-on-year to over 45,000 units in April alone. This marks the country's strongest month for electric cars since government subsidies ended last December. And it's not just BEVs making waves. Plug-in hybrids are also performing well, with a 60.7% increase compared to this time last year. But what does this mean for the overall market? Well, both BEVs and PHEVs now make up nearly 29% of new passenger vehicle sales in Germany, a significant boost from just last year. And if we look at CO2 emissions, we're seeing a 12.5% year-on-year reduction, with average emissions now sitting at 109.3 grams per kilometer. Now, let's move to Sweden, where electric vehicles are a staple of the market. In April, battery electric vehicles accounted for 35.2% of all new car registrations. That's up 25.8% year-on-year. And PHEVs aren't far behind, making up another 28.1%, with an 18.6% increase. What's driving this adoption in Sweden? Well, corporate fleets are playing a significant role, accounting for nearly two-thirds of all BEV registrations. But improvements in PHEV range and affordability are also encouraging more companies to electrify their fleets. And it's clear that the Swedish market is ahead of the curve, with rechargeable cars making up 63.3% of all new registrations. Now, let's turn our attention to the UK, where we're seeing a more mixed picture. The overall new car market contracted by 10.4% in April, but BEV registrations still rose 8.1% year-on-year to over 24,500 units. And PHEVs are also performing well, climbing 34.1%. However, despite this growth, the UK's BEV market remains below expectations. New tax changes introduced last month have dampened private and fleet demand. Concerns about cost are still a major hurdle for many consumers. But it's clear that electric vehicles are on the move in the UK, with over 130 models available to choose from. So what can we learn from these developments? As the EV market continues to evolve, targeted policies supporting private buyers and commercial operators will be crucial. By providing the necessary incentives and support, we can continue to drive progress towards a more sustainable transportation future. That's all for today's episode of ElectroDrive News. I'm your name, and we'll see you next time.